new show came out 2 weeks ago. I don't know, you might have heard of it. It's called Jessica Jones.
Jessica has superhuman strength, and she can also jump up really high and kind of fall with style.
But she's not your normal superhero.
She's a private detective, and she's getting over mind control from the supervillain Kilgrave, played by David Tennant.
We haven't watched Jessica Jones yet because it is not suitable for our age, probably because the original Jessica Jones comics were from the Marvel imprint Marvel Max, which was for more mature readers.
The thing about Jessica Jones is that she was a former superhero named Jewel, or the Nitress.
Jewel and the Nitress are two completely different personas for Jessica Jones. When she was in school, she had a crush on Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, and she just got up all her nerves to go talk to him when he was bitten by the radioactive spider. She kind of got freaked out by that and ran away. And her father worked for Tony Stark, who got them tickets to Disney World. When they were driving home from Disney World, they got hit by a truck with some radioactive stuff in it, and that's where she got her powers and her family was killed.
She's radioactive, he's radioactive. But we're not here to talk about Jessica Jones. We're here to talk about her bestie on the Netflix series, Patricia Walker, or more commonly known as Hellcat.
Just to clarify, in the comics, Carol Danvers was Jessica Jones' best friend.
Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, but she's too busy coming out with a movie and all.
In the show, Trish Walker was a former child star and now talk show host. So she's even shown coming up with the Jewel costume.
We also see Trish training because she wants to be a superhero too. Can a Hellcat spin-off be far behind?
So wait, let's back up. Who is Hellcat and what is her story?
Patsy Walker is just your average teenager, except for she's a character from a comic within a comic. Marvel's Patsy Walker comics were published in the 1940s through the 1960s. So there was Buzz, who was the Archie of the comics, and then there was her best friend, or frenemy, I guess, Hetty Wolf. She was kind of like the Veronica and Betty. They were both kind of fighting over Buzz, but Buzz really liked Patsy anyway. Patsy's whole thing was she wanted to be glamorous, like princess movie star. That was her shtick. Favorite. Buzz, isn't this the most beautiful cheesecake you ever saw? Oh, I'll see. He's not talking about that cheesecake. Oh no. He's talking about this cheesecake.
That's a pretty beautiful cheesecake, though.
If I ever saw.
So, Jack Kirby and Stan Lee thought it would be a good idea to write Patsy and Hetty into the Fantastic Four Annual #3. Turned out to be a good idea. After Patsy graduated from high school, she married Buzz, and she became an assistant for a scientist who you might know as the Beast. Yes, the former X-Men turned Avenger. She goes with the Beast when he goes to the Avengers, and she's like, hey, I have, like, athletic abilities. I want to be a superhero. She wears the costume that the cat... Come on! You can pick any moniker you want, and you pick the cat? Really? I want to let you guys know. The suit on the hands and feet has retractable claws. It's like, when you put on the suit, you can just be like... and, like, claws come out of the suit. Hellcat ends up saving the Avengers, and the other Avengers, well, mostly Captain America, they're like, do you want to be an Avenger? And she's like, nah, because Moondragon told her, hey, you should come to one of the moons of Jupiter with me, and I can give you martial arts training and help you develop psychic powers. That sounds pretty cool. And so now she has, like, psychic powers, and that's pretty sick, right? She comes down to Earth to help Doctor Strange, and Moondragon's like, hey, you're not using your psychic powers, right? And so she takes him away. And she meets Damon Hellstrom. His thing is, he's the son of Satan. Ooh. Whoa. The devil tries to convince her, I'm your real dad. She's like, whoa, what? And then she sorts everything out, and she marries Hellstrom. And
so she divorced Buzz. I guess Hetty ended up with him then in the end.
So, like I said, she ends up marrying Hellstrom. He kind of gets taken over by his demony self. She is driven insane, and so she's institutionalized, and she is eventually driven to suicide by death urge. She's trapped in hell. She develops psychic powers, so back with the psychicness. And so Hellstrom tricks Hawkeye into bringing her soul back, convincing him that he's actually bringing back the soul of his presumed dead wife, Mockingbird.
The one who we saw in the last Avengers movie, who had all the babies on the farm, like in Fixer Upper.
Hellcat is actually a member of the Lady Liberators, group of female superheroes. The Enchantress brainwashes them all, kind of, to take on the male Avengers. Girl power. No, not him. Anyone but him. You know who was also involved with the Lady Liberators, who's like whisked them away to safety and like helped them out and ever? The Collector. Oh my god, I hate that guy so much. The Collector thought the best way to protect them was to imprison them in pleasant surroundings, but the women didn't agree with this idea. Thank God. Oh my god. They eventually broke free and confronted the guy that they were like...
What's this pleasantness? I have a feeling his pleasantness was like, oh, we better give them princess crowns and cupcakes, but really what these girls wanted were like coffee and sleep.
So during Civil War, with the superhuman registry, she registers willingly and instructs young superheroes at Camp Hammond. She is assigned to be a superhero in Alaska. What do you even do in Alaska? So you like wrangle bears
and moose?
Yeah. Eventually she like goes back to New York and whatever when she stops being a superhero.
Why is it in New York? Like, why is everything in New York? Because Tony Stark is in New York? Stark Industries is in New York?
It's the greatest city in the world.
It's the greatest city in the world. It's the greatest city in the world. It's the greatest city in the world. Greatest city in the world. Yeah.
Fab. So Hellcat has a new comic series coming out on December 23rd. The art style for the Hellcat stuff is super, super cute. Like, I love the drawings of it, and I really like She-Hulk in it.
My cousin saved me. I'm She-Hulk. I'm a lawyer.
That's it. That's the whole thing. That's the entire character. She is also in the A-Force. Wow. Super cool. I love everyone in the A-Force, honestly. Read your Patsy comics.
Watch Jessica Jones if you're old enough.
And look for the Hellcat #1, December 23rd. Look forward.
A great Christmas present.
Yeah.
Or Hanukkah. Or Kwanzaa.
I'm pretty sure Hanukkah's over at that point.
Pre-order. That's all for now.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Periscope, and like us on Facebook.
Subscribe to us on YouTube.
And check back every Thursday on ComicMix.com.
Work.
Work.